Beneath a canopy of stars, where glowing forests whispered secrets to shimmering lakes, a girl named Ayzel lived a life veiled in shadows. Her dark hair caught the faint glow of the starlight, and her eyes shimmered with the quiet resilience of one who dreamed beyond her reality. Yet, the world around her seemed determined to crush her spirit. Ayzel's father had remarried a woman named Lady Idris, who brought her 2 daughters, Selva and Marin, to live with them. While her stepsisters were showered with fine clothes and delicate jewelry, Ayzel was given nothing but rags and chores. Lady Idris treated her like a servant, forcing her to clean the grand house from dawn until dusk. But Ayzel had one secret comfort: a hidden grove in the forest. There, a small pond reflected the stars even in daylight. It was her sanctuary, a place where she could dream of a better life. On nights when the stars were particularly bright, she would whisper her hopes into the water, imagining a future far beyond her current struggles. One day, the kingdom buzzed with excitement. A royal proclamation was read aloud in the town square. To all the young women of the realm, His Highness Prince Kale invites you to the grand Starlight Ball. The prince seeks a bride, and the one who captures his heart shall reign as queen. Hazel's heart fluttered at the thought. She longed to attend the ball, not to win the prince's favor, but to experience a night free from her hardships. Yet she knew Lady Idris would never allow it. True to form, Lady Idris announced, only Selva and Marin shall attend. Ayzel, you will stay home and ensure the house is spotless for their return. The night of the ball arrived, and the house was a whirlwind of activity. Ayzel helped her stepsisters dress in silken gowns and adorned their hair with glittering pins. Selva and Marin gloated, delighting in Ayzel's sorrow. Once they left, the house fell silent, and Ayzel's heart ached with loneliness. As Ayzel sat by the hearth, a soft light filled the room. Shadows danced on the walls, and the air seemed to hum with energy. She turned to see an ethereal figure standing there, cloaked in a robe of starlight. The figure's face was gentle yet commanding, with eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. "Who are you?" Ayzel whispered, her voice trembling. "I am Arindra, the guardian of wishes," the figure replied. "I have heard your heart's quiet longing, Ayzel. Tonight, your dreams shall take flight." With a wave of Arindra's hand, Ayzel's tattered dress transformed into a gown woven from the fabric of the night sky, adorned with shimmering stars. Her worn shoes became glass slippers, glowing faintly with starlight. A crescent moon pendant appeared around her neck, pulsing softly with light. "You must return before the final star disappears from the sky," Arindra warned. "When the last star fades, the magic will end." Grateful beyond words, Ayzel nodded and stepped outside. To her amazement, a carriage made of moonlight awaited her, pulled by 4 silver foxes. Their eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and they moved as if they were gliding over the ground. When Ayzel arrived at the palace, the grand hall was alive with music and laughter. Chandeliers made of crystal and gold reflected the starlight pouring in through massive, arched windows. The air was filled with the scent of roses and honeyed wine. As Ayzel stepped into the room, all eyes turned to her. Whispers rippled through the crowd as people marveled at her radiant presence. She glided into the grand hall, her gown sparkling like the night sky. The prince himself, tall and regal with a warm smile, approached her. "I am Prince Kale," he said, bowing slightly. "May I have this dance?" Ayzel's heart raced as she placed her hand in his. They danced as though the world had melted away, and Ayzel felt a joy she had never known. Prince Kyle was captivated by her grace and the kindness that shone in her eyes. As they danced, Ayzel noticed how he listened intently to her words, as if every thought she shared was a treasure. As the night wore on, Ayzel lost track of time. Suddenly, she noticed the stars outside beginning to fade. Remembering Arindra's warning, she pulled away from the prince. "I must go," she said, panic rising in her voice. "Wait, I don't even know your name," Kale called after her. But Ayzel was already running down the palace steps. In her haste, one of her glass slippers slipped off. She didn't stop to retrieve it, vanishing into the night just as the last star disappeared from the sky. The next day, Prince Kale announced he would search the kingdom for the mysterious girl who had captured his heart. He carried the glass slipper with him, declaring that he would marry the one whose foot it fit. Lady Idris heard the news and saw an opportunity. She ordered Selva and Marin to prepare, convinced one of them would win the prince's favor. She also locked Ayzel in the attic, determined to keep her hidden. As the prince's entourage arrived at their home, Lady Idris greeted them with false warmth. Selva tried first, but the slipper was too small. Marin tried next, but her foot wouldn't fit either. Meanwhile, Ayzel's animal friends from the forest, who often visited her hidden grove, worked together to unlock the attic door. As the prince prepared to leave, Ayzel burst into the room, her heart pounding. "May I try?" she asked softly, her voice steady despite Lady Idris's furious glare. Lady Idris laughed harshly. "She's just a servant. Don't waste your time." But Prince Kale's gaze softened. Every young woman in the kingdom has the right to try. When Ayzel slipped her foot into the glass slipper, it fit perfectly. A gasp rippled through the room as her pendant began to glow softly, and her courage shone brighter than ever. "It was you," Prince Kale said, recognizing her. "Will you join me as my queen?" Tears of joy filled Ayzel's eyes. "Yes," she said. Prince Kale took Ayzel's hand, and they returned to the palace, where a second ball was held in her honor. Arindra appeared once more, blessing Ayzel with happiness and strength for the journey ahead. Ayzel's kindness and resilience transformed the kingdom. She ensured that no one would suffer as she had, creating a realm where fairness and compassion reigned. Lady Idris and her daughters were given a chance to redeem themselves, working in service to the people they had once scorned. And so, Ayzel and Prince Kale lived happily ever after, under a sky full of stars that never faded, a testament to the magic of hope and the power of dreams. If tales are your thing, you know what to do. Smash like, subscribe to the Multi-Tale, and let's keep the story going. Catch you in the next one.